my friends, and welcome back to If Only April. So this week we're gonna do something absolutely spectacular project, and it is a picnic sandbox.
So excited!
My kids were asking for the sandbox for so long, but I didn't want to make their real sandbox because we still live in a rental and I don't want to take it with us, like, and mess up with the grass and everything. So instead I created this amazing plan for picnic table / sandbox. How exciting is that? So yes, let's just get started. I made these plans and you can download them from my blog, ifonlyapril.com. Absolutely for free, anytime it is available, with the exact measurements that I took. So if you want to make it measure exactly the same planks, but don't want to do it twice, watch what I'm doing. Simply put one plank on top of another and just cut it. Basically, you used already the measured board as a guide to cut another one. Making a box first. Check it out. So first we need to make a box. This is like the sandbox for the picnic sand table. Use these orange triangles. They're so convenient to make a box, and make sure that the angles are at 90 degrees. Just made a simple box over here. This is gonna be the sandbox base, basically the under, and I didn't want to make it too deep because first of all I don't have too much sand. Second, I'm afraid that if I'm gonna put the MDF the plywood board underneath and it's gonna be too heavy, then it might just collapse. So instead I'm making it more shallow, and plus I think it's enough. Look at this. 3.5 inches of awesomeness. So next step is to make legs, and I don't want to make it too high because it's still like a kids table and it should be relatively small. So I decided to make it about 27 inch, and you need to cut it at 60 degrees, but I have my miter saw, so I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it on it. But if you don't have the power tools, it does not mean that you cannot do this project, because you can always use the Japanese saw and just do everything by hand. So now I need to make 4 of them. So I have to say that working with the treated pressure wood is not as nice as working with the normal wood, and I wish I could buy some cedar or some white wood. Right, the white wood is the one that water resistant, but unfortunately my Home Goods doesn't carry it, and it probably would be so much more expensive than just making it from the pressure treated wood. But I'm gonna paint it over, so don't you worry, it's gonna look nice. Which is the thing is that we need to go through an extra step and sand it more. I feel like it. Yeah. Then you need to attach the legs to the table, which is quite simple. Yeah, just use your clamps, which should be your best friends, and attach the legs with the screws. I'm using this countersink bit, so when I to make like a little hole, so you know, like, so when the screw goes inside, this head doesn't split the wood, because that's what usually happens if you're gonna push it too hard, you know, like then the wood gonna split. So to kind of like hide it inside, not to hide it, but to make like a little hole for this head, we need to use countersink bit. So you see, when you use this countersink bit, it makes it so it looks so much nicer than if you just like drive the screw in. And also I've learned in my mistakes that if I drive the screw just right straight into it, chips and it makes this terrible splits on the wood, and you don't want the pressure treated wood to split. Then go and get your plywood. So you can easily use the circular saw. I'm not sure why I decided to do it with Japanese saw, maybe because it's my new favorite thing, so... Boom! Done! Then you need to attach the bottom to the table. As you remember, I've learned my lesson the hard way that never underestimate the power of glue with glue. So I'm gluing it all the way in, and using a bread nailer, I staple it inside. So I hope it's gonna have a strong base for the sandbox. I'm gonna cut with the same angle, 30-degree angle, because so they don't bump their feet onto it. Let's do it. So to make both of the supports even, I'm gonna mark exactly where this one touches the first one. You see where the first one touches the legs, and then mark it on this side. Then when I'm gonna flip it on the other side, I'm gonna know where to screw it in. Now we're making the top. Oh, I also forgot that I wanted to put some planks, you know, like inside the box to make kind of like compartments, so to put the toys and all this like SANDBOX equipment on the side. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do now. So I ran into a little problem. Apparently I'm short on wood, and for me to make the benches, I don't have enough wood, but I was short one plank, my calculations. That's what happens when you start making up plans. So what I'm gonna do today, I found this like the picket fence. So this will do, but later probably I'm gonna go and change it for the planks with the 4-inch ones, because I think that's gonna make the seat bigger and more comfortable. But this will do for now. I just need to sand it very well because the fence pickets are not appearance grade wood. So let's get to sanding. Some long time after. So yeah, I finally finished painting, and now we're gonna finally assemble the table. That's so exciting. It's almost done. Here's the thing, make sure that your end piece, this stop too close to the edge of the table, because otherwise the tabletop not gonna fit later. So that's what I did. Oops, we'll have to redo it. So next thing we need to do is like to attach this bench over here so the little tushes can sit on it. So as I said before, I'm a bit short on wood, so I'm using this, what is it called? Like a fence picket, you know, like they're actually very cheap, you know, like you can buy one for $1 or something. And I was thinking about it, you can actually make the whole thing from like using these ones. And yeah, then it would be just under $10. How awesome is that? So I'm gonna attach bench to the picnic table, and this is pretty much the last step. I found the wood filler. And then comes the most exciting part, which is to paint the table. And you can come up with as many different designs as you want. And what I did, you know, like I was very inspired by Grand Canyon sand ash vibe. So I just did this. Take a look. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope that today you learned how to make this picnic sandbox, and if you want to make one, you can totally do it yourself. I think it turned out amazing and my kids absolutely love it. This is a super easy project, and if I could do it, you can totally do it too. So get your tools, get the wood, and just start doing it. Stop procrastinating, just do it. Your kid's gonna thank you, for sure. If you're new on my channel, please consider subscribing, and I would love to see you next week for more projects. Bye!